On today's episode of Laura Made Me Buy It, she had fairy lights and I have been eyeing those for months and months and months, and so I picked up some fairy lights and a different curtain, and so, I really like the way it looks, and I thank her for the, inspiration. That's the word I'm looking for. Hey guys, thanks for coming back to check out another video. So, I lied to you last Friday when I was like, oh, the next Friday video is going to be my beauty items inventory. No. I'm just too excited. If you guys are new and you don't know me, eyeshadows are my favorite part of makeup, and so I just want to do that video for this Friday. I think that, like me, a lot of you guys really love eyeshadow palettes too, so why not? Let's just do it. Let's not get it out of the way and get it over with, but let's go ahead and put that one up. So I do quickly want to give a few little notes, I guess. Typically, I think when you see eyeshadow palette collection videos, you see someone hold up the palette or even just a close-up of the palette, and the person kind of talks about it, gives their thoughts and opinions on it. That is not how mine is set up. That is how I did it last year, but for this year, what I wanted to do was just show you the palette and then show you swatches. So I have swatched out 42 of my eyeshadow palettes for you. That's all you're going to be seeing. No talking from me. There is background music so that it's not super boring. But in the year of 2021, I want to do a lot more eyeshadow palette focused content. So 3 looks, 1 palette, or ranking all of my palettes by X brand. Things like that I know were popular last year that I just never got around to. So my point is that in the year of 2021, eyeshadow palettes are going to have more of that kind of spotlight video, if that makes sense, and that's where I can sit down and give you my thoughts and opinions instead of in this video. In this video, you just get the swatches, which I think is always a fun part to see too. And speaking of the swatches, it was really important to me that I filmed them all in natural lighting just to give you the best best representation of what the palette is looking like. And I know due to my camera and your computer screen and things like that, the colors are not going to be exact if it was in your face. But I feel the natural lighting will help give it the best actual representation. So that was just another thing that was really important to me. The last 2 things that I want to take note of is that in the year of 2020, you guys saw me try to declutter these 2 palettes. So I have the Tarte Unleashed and the Nubian by Juvia's Place. The homes that I thought that I had found for these palettes did not want them. So I don't want to just get rid of them, there's nothing wrong with them. I'm not going to throw them in the trash or anything like that. So these do still live in my collection. And then the other thing that I want to make note of is I have 44 eyeshadow palettes. We've talked about that in my makeup inventory. However, in today's video, you are only going to see 42 eyeshadow palettes swatched out. The 2 that are missing are the Lorac Depotted Shades palette that I have, and then similar thing. This is Blush Crush from ColourPop, but it's all, I think a few of the shades are Blush Crush, but it's mostly Depotted from the Sweet Talk, Blush Crush, Strawberry Shake, things like that. I did not include these 2 eyeshadow palettes simply because they're not palettes that you can go out and purchase yourself. They're basically build your own palettes that I have made, and I just didn't think that that would be that fun to look at. Okay, last note, I promise. I am going to leave in the description box timestamps because I swatched all of my palettes out alphabetically. So what you will find down there is a list of all the A palettes and a timestamp at where the A palettes start, because I do expect this to be a longer video, and then that way you guys can jump around. If there's a particular palette that you want to see and some that you want to skip, it gives you that option. So I hope you guys enjoy this, and without any further rambling, let's just start rolling these eyeshadow palettes out. Okay, so that was all of my, well, not all, but all of my eyeshadow palettes swatched out for you guys. I hope that you really enjoyed taking that look into like my collection. Like I said, I really want to make 2021 a bigger focus on eyeshadows because it is my favorite part. So if there's any type of palette that you want to see more of, like maybe some looks or I don't know, whatever, just leave it down in the comments below. I would be more than happy to like chat with you guys about different like ideas and things like that and see what we could come up with. But that is it. I thank you for watching and I cannot wait to catch you in the next one. Bye.